Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Now, you know how much I love talking about money, especially when it comes to crazy things people do with it. Like, did you know that around 40 African countries still outsource the printing of their banknotes to Europe? Yeah, you heard me right. They ship their money problems overseas, and get this, all 14 of those Francophone African countries using the CFA Franc, they're literally paying France to print their money, costing them almost €1 billion every year. I mean, come on people. That's like paying your ex to do your laundry. It's time to move on. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. There are actually 9 African countries that are like, nah, we got this, and print their own currency. So, let's give it up for those trailblazers and dive into the world of African currencies. First up, we're heading to the land of jollof rice and Afrobeats Nigeria. These guys are the giants of Africa, not just in population but also in economic swagger. They've been printing their own currency, the Naira, since the 1960s. That's right, they were like, we're independent, we're making our own rules, and we're printing our own money. And they're not messing around. They've got this massive printing facility in Lagos, churning out those Naira notes like hotcakes. Now I know what you're thinking, is it really that big of a deal to print your own money? Oh, you bet it is. See, when you control your own currency, you control your own economic destiny. You get to decide how much money is in circulation. You can influence interest rates, and you're not beholden to some foreign power pulling the purse strings. It's about economic freedom, baby. Plus, think of the jobs it creates. You've got paper manufacturers, ink suppliers, designers, printers, the list goes on. It's a whole ecosystem built around that little piece of paper we call money. And let's be real, there's a sense of national pride that comes with having your own currency. Every time you pull out a Naira note, you're holding a symbol of Nigerian independence and self-reliance. It's like a mini flag waving right there in your wallet. So, kudos to Nigeria for leading the way and showing the rest of the continent what's possible. Next stop on our Pan-African currency tour is South Africa, the Rainbow Nation with a currency to match the rand. Now, South Africa's got a bit of a complicated history with money, what with the whole apartheid thing and all. But since the dawn of democracy in 1994, they've been printing their own rand. And let me tell you, they're doing a pretty good job of it. They've even got this high-tech facility in Pretoria that's like Fort Knox for rands. We're talking state-of-the-art security features, intricate designs, the whole shebang. They're not taking any chances with counterfeiters, no sir. And just like Nigeria, South Africa understands that controlling your own currency is about more than just printing pretty pictures on paper. It's about economic empowerment, it's about creating jobs, and it's about sending a message to the world that South Africa is a force to be reckoned with. Now I know what you're thinking, you're making this whole printing money thing sound easy. Okay, maybe it's not easy peasy, but it's definitely doable. And for countries like South Africa that have overcome so much, printing their own money is just another way of saying we've got this. So here's to the rand, a symbol of South African resilience and a reminder that even in the face of adversity, you can always mint your own path. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the land of pharaohs and pyramids, Egypt. Now Egypt's been around for like forever. We're talking centuries of history, culture, and yes, even currency. They've been printing their own Egyptian pound for over a century. And let me tell you, these guys take their money seriously. I mean, they've got images of ancient temples and hieroglyphics on their banknotes. Talk about keeping it classic. They're basically saying, yeah, we've been doing this whole money thing since before it was cool. And just like the pyramids, Egypt's currency printing game is strong. They've got this massive printing facility just outside of Cairo that's pumping out Egyptian pounds like it's going out of style. But here's the thing about Egypt's currency story that I find really interesting. See, they've had their fair share of economic ups and downs over the years, but through it all, they've always maintained control of their own currency. They've weathered revolutions, political turmoil, you name it. But that Egyptian pound? It's still standing strong, and I think that says a lot about the importance of a country being in charge of its own financial destiny. So next time you're admiring the pyramids or sipping on some hibiscus tea, take a moment to appreciate the humble Egyptian pound. It's a symbol of resilience, stability, and the enduring spirit of Egypt. Get ready to be transported to the land of bustling souks and stunning landscapes. Morocco! These guys are doing things their own way, and their currency, the dirham, is no exception. They've been printing it domestically since the 1960s, proving that they're all about that independent spirit. Now, Morocco's got this cool thing going on with their dirham. It's not fully convertible, which means you can't just waltz into any bank in the world and exchange it like you can with, say, US dollars or euros. But here's the thing, that's actually a strategic move on Morocco's part. By controlling the flow of their currency, they can better manage their economy and avoid some of the volatility that can come with a fully convertible currency. It's like they're saying, we're open for business, but we're also going to do things our way. And you know what? It seems to be working for them. Morocco's economy has been steadily growing and their dirham is holding its own. Plus, let's be real, there's something kind of badass about having a currency that's a little bit mysterious, a little bit exclusive. It's like the VIP section of currencies. So, next time you're haggling for spices in a Marrakesh market or riding a camel through the Sahara Desert, remember the dirham. It's a symbol of Moroccan ingenuity, economic savvy, and that unique blend of tradition and modernity that makes Morocco so special. Hold on tight, folks, because we're venturing into the heart of the Sahara Desert, Algeria. This vast and vibrant country has a story to tell, and their currency, the dinar, is a big part of it. They've been printing it themselves since gaining independence in 1964, showing the world that they're a force to be reckoned with. Now Algeria's got this whole go big or go home mentality, and their approach to currency is no different. They've got this massive printing facility in Algiers, the capital city, that's churning out dinars like it's nobody's business. And let me tell you, these aren't your average banknotes. They've got intricate designs featuring everything from ancient Roman ruins to modern-day Algerian landmarks. It's like a history lesson and an art exhibit all rolled into one. But here's the thing I find most impressive about Algeria's dinar. They've managed to maintain a relatively stable currency despite facing some serious challenges over the years. We're talking political instability, economic fluctuations, you name it. But through it all, the dinar has remained a symbol of Algerian resilience and a testament to their commitment to economic independence. It's like they're saying, we've been through a lot, but we're still here and we're still in control. So next time you're marveling at the beauty of the Sahara Desert or sipping on some mint tea in a traditional Algerian cafe, take a moment to appreciate the dinar. It's a reminder that even in the harshest of environments, hope, resilience, and economic independence can thrive. Jumbo, we're touching down in Kenya, the land of safaris, stunning landscapes, and a currency that's as wild as its wildlife, the Kenyan shilling. These guys have been printing their own money since 1966, proving that they're all about that self-reliance life. Now Kenya's got this vibrant economy that's always on the move, kind of like their famous marathon runners, and their shilling, it's right there with them, keeping pace with the hustle and bustle. They've got this high-tech printing facility in Nairobi, the capital city, that's pumping out shillings faster than a cheetah on the savannah. But here's what I find really interesting about the Kenyan shilling. They've embraced technology like a baby elephant embraces its mama. They were one of the first countries in the world to introduce mobile money. And let me tell you, it's revolutionized the way people transact business in Kenya. It's like they skipped a whole step, going from cash-based to mobile money without even bothering with credit cards. Talk about leapfrogging. And that's what I love about Kenya. They're not afraid to innovate and find their own path to economic success. So, next time you're watching a pride of lions stalk their prey on the Masai Mara, or sipping on some delicious Kenyan coffee, take a moment to appreciate the shilling. It's a symbol of Kenyan innovation, resilience, and their unwavering belief in their own potential. Welcome to Sudan, a country with a rich history and a currency that's been through it all, the Sudanese pound. These guys have been printing their own money for decades, demonstrating their commitment to economic sovereignty. Now, Sudan's had its fair share of challenges, but through it all, the Sudanese pound has remained a symbol of stability and resilience. It's like they're saying, we've weathered storms before, and we'll do it again. And they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk. They've got this impressive printing facility in Khartoum, the capital city, that's working hard to keep up with the demand for Sudanese pounds. But here's the thing I find most inspiring about Sudan's currency story. Despite facing economic sanctions and internal conflicts, they've never given up on their currency or their economic independence. They've implemented reforms, diversified their economy, and are actively working to attract foreign investment. It's like they're saying, we're not just surviving, we're striving. So, next time you're exploring the ancient pyramids of Meroe or sailing down the Nile River, take a moment to appreciate the Sudanese pound. It's a symbol of hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief in a brighter future for Sudan. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed to Zimbabwe, a country with a complex history and a currency that's been through more ups and downs than a roller coaster, the Zimbabwean dollar. Now, Zimbabwe's had its fair share of economic challenges, including hyperinflation that made headlines around the world. But here's the thing, they've never given up on their currency or their right to economic self-determination. They've reintroduced the Zimbabwean dollar, implemented reforms, and are working hard to stabilize their economy. It's a long and winding road, but they're determined to get there. And you know what? I admire their tenacity. They could have easily thrown in the towel and adopted another country's currency, but they didn't. They're holding on to their economic sovereignty, and that takes guts. It's like they're saying, we're going to write our own economic story, even if it's messy and complicated. And that's what's so inspiring about Zimbabwe. They're not afraid to face their challenges head-on and chart their own course. So, next time you're marveling at the beauty of Victoria Falls or exploring the ancient ruins of Great Zimbabwe, take a moment to appreciate the Zimbabwean dollar. It's a symbol of resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief in the power of self-determination. We're wrapping up our African currency adventure in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a country with vast resources and a currency that's seen its fair share of struggles, the Congolese franc. Now, the DRC has faced its fair share of challenges, from colonialism to conflict, but through it all, they've held on to their currency as a symbol of their independence. They've been printing their own francs for decades, demonstrating their commitment to economic sovereignty. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. They've battled hyperinflation, economic instability, and the legacy of colonialism. But here's the thing, they're still standing, and they're still fighting for a brighter economic future. They've implemented reforms, diversified their economy, and are working to attract foreign investment. It's a long and arduous journey, but they're taking it one step at a time. And that's what I find so inspiring about the DRC. They're not giving up. They're facing their challenges head-on, learning from their mistakes, and working tirelessly to create a better future for themselves. So next time you're exploring the lush rainforests of the Congo Basin, or witnessing the power of the Congo River, take a moment to appreciate the Congolese franc. It's a symbol of resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief in the power of hope. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the fascinating world of African currencies. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and the unwavering pursuit of economic independence. These 9 countries are proving that Africa is not content to just be a spectator in the global economy. They're stepping up, taking control, and printing their own destinies, one banknote at a time. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Because when Africa succeeds, the world succeeds. So let's raise a glass, or a banknote, to these trailblazers and the bright future they're building.